Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Abhishek Swami. Today I am representing ABC IT Trainings at Latur. So today we are going to talk about on the topic that what are the skills that are required in the future to survive. So in today's world, in today's digital world, programming is no longer just a skill. It is a superpower. The future we are stepping into, 2025 and beyond, will be entirely technology driven. Every industry you can think of, like healthcare, education, finance, entertainment, all of them are empowered with technology at their core. There was a time when knowing computers was considered optional, but today programming has become a core skill. Companies don't just need employees anymore, they need problem solvers. People who can design software, build applications, and create intelligent systems that change the way we live and work. So, our first point is rapid technology growth. Okay, look around. Technology is evolving faster than you think. Fields like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cybersecurity are growing at lightning speed. By 2025, tech jobs worldwide are estimated to increase by more than 40%. Okay, think about it like smart cities will need IoT engineers, and in self-driving cars will require AI and C++ programmers, and in fintech apps will rely on full stack and Python developers. If you have programming skills, you can grow alongside these industries. Without them, you risk becoming, just a passive user instead of an active creator. Okay. So, so the next point is career opportunities and salary growth. Programming knowledge directly translates into career opportunities. Roles like software developer, full stack developer, data scientist, AI specialist, and cybersecurity analyst are in huge demand, and their demand will only rise. Salaries in these fields are some of the highest, especially if you are skilled in multiple languages like C, C++, Java, Python, SQL, and even full stack development. And remember, programming is not limited to IT alone. It's transforming mechanical design, automation, biotech research, healthcare analytics, and even e-commerce automation. Okay. So the next point is innovation and entrepreneurship. Programming is not just about jobs. It's also about building ideas and automation or innovations. Think about companies or startups like Swiggy, Zomato, Ola, all started with just an idea and some code. Okay, even with AI tools and no-code platforms coming up, the real creative power lies with those who understand programming. If you want to launch your own mobile app, website, or a SaaS product, coding is your secret weapon. It gives you the ability to turn your ideas into reality. So the last point is lifelong learning and adaptability. So we need lifelong learning and adaptability to acquire these skills. Programming is not something you learn once and forget. It develops the habit of continuous learning. You have to learn, you have to stay consistent learning on your skills. New frameworks, tools, and languages will always keep coming. But those with a programming mindset can adapt to any shift in technology with confidence. In the future, AI developers, data experts, and tech-driven professionals will have the most secure and fulfilling careers. So, my dear friends, learn AI, learn data scientist, learn how to use AI in today's world. So, before learning AI, we have to learn the basics of the programming. So, in this, now first we are talking about C and C++. What are the foundational giants in these are the foundational giants in tech. When we talk about programming foundations, the first names that come into mind are C and C++. These languages are considered the building blocks of modern programming. Even in 2025 and beyond, they continue to hold a crucial role in the each tech industry. Beyond, they teach core concepts that every programmer needs. So in this, our first point, understanding what the C language is. C is often called the mother of programming languages because most modern languages, including Python, Java, and even operating systems like kernel, are influenced by C language. So, C language has some key skills like it has strong understanding of data types, variables, and operators. It has control structures like loops and conditional statements. It also includes functions and modular programming. C language also includes pointers and dynamic memory management. Learning C builds a strong logical foundation because it allows you to understand how computer works internally. For example, concepts like stack, heap memory, and pointer arithmetic make you think like a true problem solver. So there are some use cases of C programming languages. C programming language is used in embedded systems and IoT devices. It is also used in operating system development like Linux kernel, and it also used in compilers to build compilers and interpreters. Like GCC is one of the compiler to build in C++ language. Game engines and low-level drivers. Okay, C language is also used in to build game engines and low-level drivers. So it's because C is fast, efficient, and close to hardware, which is why it's still heavily used in performance critical applications. So let's talk about C++. The C++ is nothing but the extension of C, I mean the evolution of C programming language. C++ is basically C with some concept called object-oriented programming. It combines the efficiency of C programming language with modern programming features like classes, objects, inheritance, and even polymorphism. So, what are the skills? I mean, what are the skills of C++ languages like C language? So, the first one is C++ is an object-oriented programming language. I mean, it has the concept of object-oriented programming. It includes like classes and objects. C++ has standard template libraries for data structures like vectors, sets, and maps. It has memory management with dynamic allocation. And C++ also has the file handling and system level programming. So there are some use cases of C++ languages also. Like it built high performance applications like gaming and AR and virtual reality. It also builds desktop applications like Photoshop or Microsoft Office. Okay. It also used in banking and trading systems where speed and reliability are critical. C++ language is also used in game development engines like Unreal Engine are built on C++ language. Okay. So C++ is widely used when performance meets complexity. Its ability to combine object-oriented programming and low-level control makes it a favorite for real-time applications. So this is all about C and C++ language, but there are some career scopes of C and C++ in 2025, right? And even beyond 2025. So what are these? Even in 2025, C and C++ developers will remain in demand, especially in embedded system companies like Intel. Intel is an embedded systems other one is Bosch company. It is also embedded system company, and it is also used in game development studios like Ubisoft or Rockstar Games, operating system and driver development, high frequency trading, and robotics. Moreover, knowing these languages makes learning modern languages easier. For example, if you know C++, Java, and C Sharp, or even Python's memory model, will be easier to understand. Okay, so salary scope in C and C++ language. I mean, C and C++ developers in core companies can expect high paying jobs, especially in product-based and embedded systems companies. Expertise in data structure and algorithm with C++ also opens doors to competitive programming and top-tier tech companies. In short, C and C++ are like ABCDs of programming. They strengthen problem-solving skills, improve understanding of computer architecture, and prepare you for advanced technologies. Whether you want to become a full-stack developer, AI engineer, game developer, or embedded system programmer, having a strong foundation in C and C++ will always give you an edge in 2025 and beyond. So, my dear friends, this is all about C and C++ language. Let's talk about the next programming language, which is Java. So now we are going to talk about one of the most powerful and long-lasting technologies in the programming world, called Java. Java is often called the workhorse of enterprise software development. In fact, you can think of it as the engine that powers enterprise systems across the globe. It was first released by Sun Microsystems back in the mid 1990s with a very bold slogan, write once and run anywhere. What does that mean? It means that Java, when you write code in Java, you don't have to worry about the operating system. Thanks to the Java virtual machines, that same program can run on Windows, Linux, Mac, or even Android devices. And the impact today, what are the impact? Today, Java runs on over 3 billion devices worldwide, with a massive community of more than 12 million developers. From Android phones to banking servers, from enterprise software to big data platforms, Java is literally everywhere. So, Java is a high-level, object-oriented, and cross-platform programming language. It's famous for its stability, scalability, and security. Java code is compiled into bytecode, which the Java virtual machine executes, making it truly platform independent. Platform independence means it can run on various operating systems. Its syntax is quite similar to C and C++, but it has one big advantage, like it automatic a garbage collection. That means no manual memory management headaches, making coding safer and faster and easier. Over time, Java has built a huge ecosystem with frameworks like Spring Boot and Hibernate, which speeds up our enterprise development and boosts efficiency. So I was also talking about enterprise, but why enterprise prefer Java? Enterprises love Java. Enterprises love Java for three main reasons. First one is reliability, security, and scalability. Okay, enterprises love Java for three main reasons. First is reliability, security, and scalability. So, features like type safety and exception handling make applications more stable. For apps that serve millions of users, Java's multi-threading and efficient memory management are game changers. That's why banking systems and e-commerce platforms trust Java to handle heavy loads. Okay, so real world applications of Java. First one is Android app development. Was the official Android language for years and even today. Most apps run on Java. मतलब आप अगर आपने कभी एंड्रॉयड फ़ोन यूज़ किया है तो जावा ज़रूर यूज़ किया होगा. Java is also used in enterprise and banking applications. Financial institutions love Java because security और transaction handling top-notch होता है. Banks, insurance companies और trading platforms का backend mostly Java पे run होता है. Okay? Java is also used in web servers and cloud backends. Platforms like Apache Tomcat, IBM WebSphere, Oracle WebLogic are Java-based. मतलब enterprise web apps और cloud microservices का foundation भी Java है. Java is also used in big data and analyticals. Tools like Apache Hadoop, Apache Kafka, and Elasticsearch run on Java virtual machine. मतलब Java indirectly world के huge data set process कर रहा है. Enterprise software products, large-scale ERP systems, content management tools, or middleware frequently use Java. Examples: Alfresco CMS Java based है. So there are some career scopes and salary potential in Java programming language. Java consistently ranks in top 3 programming languages worldwide. ये हर जगह डिमांड में है. FANG companies से लेके TCS, Infosys, Wipro तक. Career roles includes Java developer, backend developer, Android developer, full stack Java developer, and later solution architect or tech lead. अगर आप Spring Boot और microservices में skilled हो जाते हो, तो cloud और enterprise roles भी easily मिलते हैं. In India, freshers earn 3 to 5 LPA and 5 or 8 years experience वाले Java engineers 15 to 12 LPA तक जा सकते हैं. Abroad Java developers often earn six-figure salaries in USD, US dollar, making it a global option. Most importantly, Java is not going away anytime soon. इसका इकोसिस्टम इवॉल्व हो रहा है और 2023 तक भी जावा डेवलपर्स की डिमांड स्ट्रांग रहेगी, especially to maintain legacy systems or build new cloud solutions. Java is truly the backbone of enterprise solutions, enterprise software, and a long-term career asset. अगर आप सिक्योर, स्केलेबल और हाई पेइंग करियर चाहते हो तो जावा मास्टरी आपको 2025 के टेक वर्ल्ड में एक स्ट्रांग पोजीशन देगी. That's all about Java. Now let's talk about there is one programming language that has exploded in popularity in the last decade. It's Python. अगर एक लैंग्वेज है जो पिछले 10 सालों में फास्टेस्ट ग्रोथ दिखाई है तो पाइथन लैंग्वेज है. Python is now the hashtag one programming language for artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. आज के टाइम में AI हो, ML हो और data science का सिनोनिम पाइथन बन चुकी है. It's also used in Python is also used in web development, automation, scripting, and even scientific research. एक all-rounder language है जो हर डोमेन में काम आती है, चाहे वो स्टार्टअप हो या नासा के लैब्स. So why Python is booming? I mean, why Python is used in everywhere? Python is simple and Python is simple and it has readable syntax, makes it beginner friendly and fast to code. I mean, Python का syntax pseudocode जैसा लगता है. Pseudocode means already predefined code or a simple code. जो बिगिनर्स के लिए सीखना इजी है और कोडिंग स्पीड फास्ट बनाता है। आपकी जो कोडिंग स्पीड होती है वो पाइथन लैंग्वेज फास्ट बनाती है। इट इज़ हाईली वर्सटाइल, used for AI, web apps, scripting, automation and analytics। मतलब एक ही लैंग्वेज से डेटा एनालाइज करो, वेब ऐप बनाओ या एमएल मॉडल ट्रेन करो, सब पॉसिबल। You can train ML models, web apps, and analyze data in, by using Python alone. The AI and data science revolution is the main driver of Python's popularity. AI और big data के boom ने Python को इंडस्ट्री का फेवरेट टूल बनाया है। AI, because of the AI and the big data, Python is the favorite for in industry. Startups love Python for quick prototyping and faster development. छोटी कंपनीज या स्टार्टअप के लिए पाइथन स्पीड और कॉस्ट सेविंग दोनों प्रोवाइड करता है, इसलिए स्टार्टअप्स यूजेस पाइथन लैंग्वेज। Even big enterprises use Python for data pipelines, automation, and cloud tasks. बढ़िया इंस्टेंस भी पाइथन को इंटरनल टूल्स और ऑटोमेशन स्क्रिप्ट्स के लिए अडॉप्ट कर रही। So let's talk about the key use cases of Python. First one is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Python dominates AI thanks to libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, Scikit-learn, and Keras. इसकी हेल्प से आप सिंपल रिग्रेशन से लेके कॉम्प्लेक्स न्यूरल नेटवर्क तक सब बिल्ड कर सकते हो। Data science uses pandas and NumPy for data manipulation and analysis. मतलब आप लार्ज डेटा सेट को क्लीन, विजुलाइज और एनालाइज इजीली कर पाते हो बिकॉज ऑफ द पाइथन pandas and NumPy libraries. Jupyter notebooks make experimentation and visualization very convenient. इसकी वजह से डेटा साइंटिस्ट का फेवरेट टूल जुपिटर प्लस पाइथन एक कॉम्बो है, ये दोनों का कॉम्बो है। And the second one is in web development. Frameworks like Django and Flask make Python powerful for backend development. ये frameworks database handling, user authentication और APIs easily provide करते हैं। Instagram's early backend and many startups rely on Django and Python. मतलब आप MVP या scalable web apps Python से fast बना सकते हो। Automation, third one is automation and scripting or DevOps. Python is known as the Swiss Army knife of automation. चाहे आपको वेब स्क्रैपिंग, फाइल हैंडलिंग या सर्वर ऑटोमेशन करनी हो, Python is ready for you. Libraries like Selenium, Beautiful Soft, and even OpenCV make automation effortless. DevOps engineers build CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous development, और cloud scripts Python में लिखते हैं। और next one is scientific computing and academia. Python is widely used in research, simulations, and quantitative finance. इसके libraries SciPy, Matplotlib और Seaborn graphs और simulations के लिए perfect है। Even NASA and research labs use Python for data analysis and robotics tasks. मतलब Python Mars rover के analysis से लेकर trading algorithms तक हर जगह available है। Career versatility. Python skills open diverse career paths in Python developer, web developer using Django and Flask, data analytics or data scientist, machine learning or AI engineer, automation engineer, and DevOps specialist. In India, freshers earn 4 to 6 LPA, and with 5 years of experience data science or ML, salaries can hit 15 to 12 plus LPA. Python is booming because it's simple, versatile, and AI driven. अगर आप 2025 में आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, मशीन लर्निंग, डेटा साइंस, ऑटोमेशन में करियर टारगेट कर रहे हो तो पाइथन ऑलमोस्ट मैंडेटरी है। इट्स बिगिनर फ्रेंडली yet पावरफुल इनफ फॉर कॉम्प्लेक्स एंटरप्राइज प्रोजेक्ट्स। इसलिए पाइथन आपको फ्यूचर प्रूफ और हाई पेइंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज दोनों प्रोवाइड करती है। ओके, That's all about what are programming languages. But you need to store some data in database. For that, there is some language called SQL, Structured Query Language, a topic that may not sound as flashy as AI or full stack development, but it is absolutely fundamental to software development. Almost every application we use today, whether it's mobile app, a website, an e-commerce store, or an analytics dashboard, has one thing in common. It needs to store, retrieve, and manage data. You might create the most beautiful front end or the smartest AI algorithm, but without a database, your application has no memory. And that's where SQL and databases comes in. So why is SQL crucial in software development? What are the importance of SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language, as I told, and it is the universal language for managing data in relational databases. Think about an app like Instagram. It needs to store some data like user profiles for what are the posts of users in the form of photos and videos, likes and comments, and even followers and following counts also. All of this lives inside a database, and SQL is the language that tells the database what to fetch, what to insert in database, what to update, and what to delete in database. For example, if the app needs to show you the 10 most recent posts from people you follow, the SQL query is running in the background to retrieve exactly that. One of SQL superpower is that it is declarative. You don't have to tell the database how to get that data step by step. You just say what you want, like in the form of SQL query. I will give you an example, like select star from users, where age is between 18 and 25, and the city name is like city name is equals to Latur. Take an example. And the database engine figures out the best way to get it efficiently. In backend development, SQL is crucial because your app performance often depends on how well queries are written. Your data design or schema impacts how fast and reliable the app will be. And if you understand SQL, you can generate complex reports, analyze data, and directly and ensure your app store data efficiently. So the next point is there are some databases, popular databases and tools in SQL. SQL is the language. SQL is the language, but it is used with relational database management systems, which is RDBMS. Let's talk about the most common ones. Is MySQL. It's one of the most popular open source databases, especially for web applications. Parts of the famous LAMP stack. LAMP stack it stands for Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP language, used by startups and large companies alike because it's fast, reliable, and free. And the next one is PostgreSQL. It's known for as the developer's database because of its advanced features like JSON support and complex queries. In recent surveys, PostgreSQL overtook MySQL as the most used database among developers. The next one is Oracle database, a powerful but proficient free database, often used in banks, telecoms, and large enterprise with huge transaction workloads. And then there are the NoSQL database world like MongoDB and Cassandra, which handles unstructured or highly scalable data. SQL is the backbone of database management. Every app, every service, every business runs on data, and SQL is how we store, retrieve, and manage that data. Learning SQL is an investment that pays off throughout your career, no matter whether you are a full stack developer or analytics or a data engineer. So while SQL might be not flashy, but it is useful, but it's foundational and timeless, a skill that will stay relevant in 2025 and even beyond. Okay, so full stack development. Full stack development. What is full stack development? Now that we have explored individual programming languages and databases, let's step into the full stack development, a term that you have probably heard a lot in today's software industry. A full stack developer is like an all-rounder in cricket, someone who can bat, ball, and field. In software, that means they can work on the front end of an application, the back end, and even handle the database with ease. In other words, they can build an application end to end, from the user interface you see on the screen to the server side logic that process requests, and finally to the databases where all the information is stored. Imagine a simple feature like uploading a profile picture on your Instagram or other social media platform. Hmm? A full stack developer can design a front end interface, maybe a React component or a simple HTML form to select the image. Then they can also handle the backend logic, perhaps a Node.js or a Python API to receive and store that file. And finally, manage the database side also, saving the file path, or storing that image reference in cloud storage. This completely understanding of the flow from client to server to database and back makes full stack developer highly valuable. What makes full stack developer exciting in its versatility? In professional settings, terms might still split work between front end and back end specialists, but a full stack developer can jump in anywhere. If the backend has a urge, but if the backend has a bug, they can debug it. If the front end needs a new feature, they can implement it. This end-to-end perspective also makes them excellent problem solvers because they are also problem solvers. They can trace issues across the entire system. In today's industry, one of the most popular approaches is the JavaScript driven stack, like Monstack or a MinStack. Monstack, it uses React, and in MinStack, it uses Angular. These are the frameworks of JavaScript on the front end, and the back end, Node.js and Express on the back end, and MongoDB for the database. It is a non-relational database, NoSQL database. The beauty of this approach is that JavaScript runs everywhere. I mean everywhere, in front end, back end, and in also databases, which makes development faster and more consistent. That said, full stack development is not limited to JavaScript. Developers also build stacks like Python with the Django or with the Django and React, or Java with Spring Boot and Angular. The main goal is to be comfortable across the layers of an application. And what are these layers? Front end, back end, and database. So impacts on startups and large companies. Companies love full stack developers for one big reason. Its flexibility, because of its flexibility. In startups, having one person who can handle the UI of the website, backend, and this database saves costs and speed up development. Early stage teams often rely on a small group of full stack engineers to build entire products. Even in larger companies, where roles are more specialized, full stack developers are valuable because they see the big picture. They can coordinate better across teams, bridge communication gaps, and even step in temporary if one part of the project is short on resources. Now let's to make it a practical. I mean, give it a practical example. Consider an e-commerce website or e-commerce project. A full stack developer can create the product listing pages, and shopping cart UI. Code the backend services for orders and payments, and design the database schema and models for products and transactions. Or take a social media app. They could handle everything from the post creation interface to the API that save posts to the database storing users' comments and likes. This independence is why full stack developers are often seen as a project accelerators. From careers perspective, from a career's perspective, full stack developer can be launchpad. Early in your career, it makes you highly employable because you can fit into front-end roles, back-end roles, or try full stack roles or a true full stack roles. Because over time, some developers specialize in one area, while others stay generalist and move into roles like tech leads or software architects, where understanding the entire system is critical. When it comes to salary, the demand for full stack developer is strong. In India, a junior full stack developer might start at around 6 LPA, while experienced developers can reach 15 LPA also or more depending on the stack and the company. Globally, full stack engineers commonly crosses in 1 lakh million dollars, especially if they are skilled in modern frameworks and cloud deployment. But beyond salary, the biggest benefit for is the job flexibility. Full stack skills make you a fit for a wide range of roles and that's the huge career advantage. मतलब आपको अगर फ्रंट एंड करना है बैक एंड करना है या डेटाबेस अगर आपने फुल स्टैक किया है तो आप हर फील्ड में जा सकते हो जैसे कि फ्रंट एंड हो बैक एंड हो या डेटाबेस मैनेजमेंट यू कैन गो एनीवेयर full stack development is all about being a complete problem solver. It's about understanding how the user interface, the UI of the website, backend logic, and the database comes together to create a seamless application. Whether you join a startup that needs you to wear multiple hats or an MNC where system-wide understanding makes you stand out, full stack development equips you to see the bigger picture and deliver complete solutions. Okay, let's take one moment to look into the future. Future of software careers in 2023. Okay, as we move towards 2033, as we move towards 2030 and beyond, the world of software development is transforming faster than ever. With AI, automation, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and emerging technologies like virtual reality and IoT reshaping this industry, the question arises what does the future hold for software careers? Will software developers still survive in the future? First, let's talk about the AI and its impact. We are already seeing AI tools like GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT helping developers write code faster. By 2030, AI will be deeply integrated into software development. But will AI replace programmers? The answer is not entirely. Studies suggest that while AI will automate repetitive coding tasks, human creativity, problem solving, and system design will remain irreplaceable. That's the true power of human creativity, its reasoning. Developers may evolve in AI enhanced engineers, using AI as a partner to accelerate work. New roles like prompt engineering, who specialize in directing AI systems effectively, will become more common, but even then, strong programming fundamentals will remain essentials. Another driving force will be data. The world is becoming more data driven every day. By 2030, companies will rely heavily on professionals who can manage, analyze, and secure massive amounts of data from IoT devices, interactions, and business operations. Careers in data science, data engineering, and AI integration will be mainstream. Alongside that, data privacy and security will create new opportunities. Think cybersecurity specialist and AI in ethics as organizations work to protect sensitive information and ensure AI uses. For that, we have to learn constantly and continuously. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you take your first step towards a career in programming, let me introduce you to a place that can transform your journey, which is ABC trainings. To understand that starting or switching to a career in software development can feel overwhelming. There are so many languages, frameworks, and career paths to choose from, but that's exactly why ABC trainings exists to guide you to step by step from a beginner to a confident job ready developer. At ABC Trainings, our philosophy is simple. You learn by doing. That's why all our programs are hands-on and project-oriented. Whether you are learning C and C++ for system programming, Java or Python for application development, or full stack development with the one stack, we make sure that you don't just memorize syntax, you build real world projects. Imagine completing a Python course and walking away with a mini data science project, analyzing live data sets, or finishing a full stack course having built your own e-commerce website or a blog platform. By the end, you don't just have knowledge, you have a portfolio you can proudly show employers. Another thing that makes ABC training special is our mentorship. Learning alone can be tough, which is why we pair you with mentors who are industry professionals, software engineers, data scientists, and team leads who know what it takes to succeed. They don't just teach, they guide you with career advice, interview preparation, and real world insights. Many of our sessions include guest talks by engineers from top companies or alumni who made successful transitions into tech. With this support system, you never feel like you are on this journey alone. We also take pride in our beginner friendly approach. Maybe you are mechanical or civil engineer graduate who has never written a single line of code. Maybe you are working professional trying to upskill. No problem. We start from the absolute basics, explaining logic, syntax, and problem solving by step, and then gradually take you to advanced topics. By the time you finish, you will be solving problems, building applications, and thinking like a developer. Our curriculum is always up to date with the latest industry standards. You will learn modern Java features, Python libraries like Pandas, NumPy, React hooks, with real-world tools like GitHub, Docker, and SQL database. We ensure that when you step into an interview, you are industry ready from day one. And we don't stop at training. Davis Trainings also provides a build strong resume preparation for technical interviews and connect with hiring partners. At ABC Trainings, your success is our mission. We don't just teach you to code, we prepare you to thrive in the software industry. Whether your goal is high-paying job, a career switch, or even launching, getting a confidence in your skills, ABC Trainings is here for you. So let's begin your journey. Join us at ABC Trainings, and together we will turn your ambition into a success story. A world of programming is waiting for you with open arms. Thank you. and see you in the class.